Welcome back to Benny's Custom Works, proudly brought to you by Haltech and Enthusiast Motor Insurance. This week, we are officially starting the Gomanen Challenge, but today we do have a side quest. We are heading all the way to the northernmost part of Hokkaido, and we're going to be starting our trip unofficially from there and coming back to Chitose to meet the rest of the group. So we are going to be going all the way from the top of Hokkaido down to Fukuoka. So it's gonna be a pretty cool trip, lots of stuff to do, and I've got Josh with me as well who's getting the car ready. So we're gonna get on the road and see some sights and go to the top of Japan. Let's get into it. So we've been driving for a couple of hours now, or probably 3 or 4 hours at least now, haven't we? I don't even know how long we've been going for. Yeah, we've been going for a while, and we've made it to this fishing village. I have no idea where we actually are, but still plenty more driving, so I've stopped to get some snacks, and I have found a 2-meter USB cable so we can actually power the camera while we're shooting off the front of the car, which is pretty cool. Having some massive wins with the DJI Osmo, so being able to control it from inside the car but have it externally mounted is a massive win. So it's something cool. We've been playing around with it, so hopefully we'll bring you some cool footage. So we've officially made it to the northernmost point in Japan. Where are we?
Cape Sawyer.
You've been here before. Tell me a bit about what you know about this area.
So this is the northernmost point of Japan. Probably can't see it, but we can actually see Russia in the horizon.
So that's Russia, literally, right over there. So how far is that, like 20 k's or something?
60 k's on.
Yeah, that's pretty wild that we're actually that close. I never realised geographically how close we were. Now, it's not mainland Russia, right? It is an island.
It is an island, and it was disputed territories, but Russia has control of it at the moment.
Yeah, right. That's not controversial that Russia would have disputed territories.
treachery.
Not at all.
Your mates. But no, this is pretty cool figuratively and physically. And yeah, I've never been to the northernmost tip of a country, Australia included. So this is something that's pretty interesting. And now I've got a bit of a run back to Sapporo. We'll go to Up Garage, see some cool stuff. But there's gonna be plenty more sites along the trip back to the official start point for Gomanen Challenge. So gonna get back on the road now and not freeze because it's quite cold here because it's actually spring.
Yeah,
but
coming into summer.
But we are north,
yeah.
So it is cold.
Don't let the sunny skies deceive you.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day, but just at sea level the wind's whipped up. Let's get back into it. Well, we've made it back to Asahikawa. We didn't actually plan to come here, but as fate would have it, was actually directly on one of the routes we could come back to Chitose. So we're going to go into Up Garage and we're going to try and go and see Mr. Sato at Car Shop Zenith. I don't even know if he's going to be there. I don't actually have a way to contact him anymore. I went through all my contacts, I don't have a contact for him. I did speak to Steve King though, and he actually lives in Sapporo now. So we're going to try and catch Steve tomorrow, but while we're here, we are going to go and have a look at Up Garage, and yeah, we're going to try and bomb Car Shop Zenith and catch Mr. Sato and meet the genesis point again of where Marty's mirror came from. So we're going to go inside Up Garage and check it out. I'm not going to film in there because you guys have seen a million Up Garages, but hopefully we can show you some goodies we find. See you later. We've been driving pretty much all afternoon and we have made it to Car Shop Zenith. We did speak to Mr. Sato, but he was extremely busy and actually has to go to a meeting. But this is ground zero for Marty's mirror. Now, I know Marty and the boys are actually building the engine for it and putting the car back together as we speak. And I thought it very fitting and almost ironic we were coming past this point in the time where the car's being, basically the running gear's being rebuilt at the same time. This exact ground is where that car was originally found. And there's actually other K vans here just behind me that are in a similar state to Marty's original mirror, which was parked just there. So pretty cool thing to be on this same ground as the boys are rebuilding the car. So we've had a ripper of a day, but we've still got quite a bit of night driving, and there's obviously not a great deal that you can really film at night, especially now that we're out in the country a bit and there's a lot less lighting. We've still got probably 2.5 hours to go. So I think we'll wrap it up here and take it up again in the morning. We are going to go to the car wash, clean the rest of the Gomanen fleet, and wait for the other entrants to arrive, who I believe are all coming in tomorrow. We are going to try and catch up with Steve King at some point tomorrow, and there are rumours of drifting in Chitose, so we'll suss that out possibly as well. But yeah, plenty more to come in this episode and the series, so we'll see you guys in the morning. So it is the next day now and all the teams are starting to arrive for Gomanen Challenge. We are doing another side quest, so the event doesn't officially kick off till tomorrow where we start heading south. But Josh has found out the guy that we met at Up Garage in Asahikawa yesterday that had the JZS 171 Crown Wagon that was on the car carrier. He's actually going to drift quite close to us at Chitose near the airport today. So we're going to go and check that out and possibly meet some of the other teammates and get into it. So plenty to check out. Let's go.
Oh, JZ now. This for a blast from the past. Behind me is one of the original 88s S15s from when we were over here about 10 years ago filming Chasing Midnight. This car has evolved a lot in the 10 years, obviously, that we've not been here. You can kind of see behind me now, it now has a JZ. I think it's a 1J. It may be a 1.5 combo. But super cool to see that car 10 years later still ripping around street and track work. So pretty cool thing. There's also another S15 there beside me. Same colorway. So pretty cool thing. Awesome to see the 88s and actually catch up with a few of the guys. Obviously there's a bit of a language barrier, but Josh is fighting through and doing the best he can. He's doing a ripper job, so appreciate his help. And we're going to check out some on track as soon as the cars get back out, because it is lunchtime and we timed it extremely well or extremely poorly, but we can wander around the pits, have a look at some cars and then watch some on track action. Well, we had a mad time at drifting yesterday, and it is actually the next day. We basically just went out for dinner and crashed out. But Josh and I are starting our adventure. We're actually in different cars for the start of the trip. I'm going to be moving around into different cars as well, so you guys will get to see different people along the way and meet people as I do. But today is officially the first day. We are going from Chitose to Hakodate, so it's going to be about a 4.5 hour drive, which will probably turn into 8 hours because we're adventuring and it's going to be like herding cats on the first day, but it's going to be a good time. Plenty of kabini, plenty of sights. I believe there's 2 stop locations today, but I don't know what they are yet, so you guys get to find out as long as I do, so it's going to be pretty cool. Let's get into it. We have reached the first stop of the Gomanen Challenge. It is the National Ainu Museum. The Ainu were a people, or are a people, that are native to the northern territories of Japan in the Hokkaido region. And their culture was somewhat suppressed by the people of Honshu and that area when they tried to move up into the northern territories. And fortunately that culture has now been embraced, and they are somewhat trying to repair the damage and whatnot that's happened with this culture and these people. So it's fantastic to see it. It's something that I knew nothing about, and I would recommend looking into the Ainu people if it's something you're interested in. It's a really interesting culture. Unfortunately, we're not actually allowed to film inside the museum, but I have got a heap of photos that will probably overlay over this, and I'll get it all put together. But yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff in there, and stuff I had hoped to give a bit more coverage to, but yeah, they did request that we don't film in there, which is totally fine. So yeah, enjoy the slideshow, and we'll hit the road soon. We've had a pretty solid drive today. We've gone from Chitose to Hakodate. We've just gone out for dinner, and I've got some amazing shots of the drive today. That being said, this is the SD card they're on, and it currently doesn't read on anything, so that's not going to help it either. That may or may not mean that anything you're seeing to this point doesn't exist, which means this outro is useless. But if it is good, we've obviously recovered the footage, but being that we've already filmed so much stuff, I think we're going to cut this first episode short because we've already got a few days in Chitose. Yeah, we're going to kick off the next episode tomorrow, and if the footage can't be recovered, it will actually end up being the first episode, so you may or may not even see this, but appreciate you guys following along. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.